Hey guys, what is going on? Um, I guess we're live. Whatever. Anyway, real quick, right before we start, I don't know if we're live yet or not, so I'll just show you my selfie stick. It's actually a tripod. See, it's actually a tripod, but I'm using it as a selfie stick, and it's working pretty good. So there, I can't. There we go. Now you see. So I assume this is what a selfie stick is. Pretty much just a long stick, but it's really a tripod. So I don't know. It's not important, but I just thought that I'd start the video off like that um, because it was a good way to test my internet connection. So now I'm gonna go outside and we're gonna check out that giant, massive pumpkin that these deer decided to munch on last night. I just got up this morning pretty early and went to check on everything, and lo and behold, I was pretty disappointed. Come on, Doug. So here we go. Oh, there's some. My net's all caught up on my tripod stick, whatever you want to call it. Ow, fucker. Okay, so over here is the big pumpkin. Now, you see it right there? It's really hard to tell how big it is. It's like up to my knee, so probably about 2.5 feet in diameter right now. And yeah, the fuckers. This is the second time they hit it. I'm gonna flip the camera around to the other side, and I'll show you up close. Here we go. I gotta turn it that way to flip my camera. There we go. Now here we go. Now you see the you see this black stuff? The first time they got it, they didn't get into the guts or anything. They just kind of got halfway through the outer shell, and so it kind of started like molding because it was from the moisture. And what I did was I rubbed a bunch of ginger powder on it, and it like kind of killed the mold off. So it's not. If you were like up here looking at it, you could see that the mold's not alive. It's just kind of dead. So it was gonna scar up pretty nicely. And then they came back again and decided to have at it. And I'm just really disappointed. But let me pull out one of these seeds real quick and just show you, like, look how big that thing is. And I'm gonna probably take out more seeds later after I'm done showing you the rest of my pumpkin patch. So now here's the rest of my garden. I got some more pumpkins over here that I'm gonna try to protect. And allegedly, like, there's supposed to be plants and stuff that you can put around your plants to deter deer away, and that does work, kind of. I mean, like lavender and rosemary and whatnot. And here's some rosemary right there, but it just apparently didn't work very well because these guys came over and ate my garden. And here's some deer poop right there, right next to my lavender plant and the rosemary. And there's some more. So apparently it didn't bother them too much. It did kind of, I mean, after I put it out, it's been about a week since I moved both of these over here. And at the beginning of the season, the deer were eating my plants too. And I planted lavender, and they never came back after I planted the lavender until now. It's like maybe a month or so, or 2 months into the growing season, I guess 2.5 months. Yeah, getting towards the end. But here's my little pumpkins. I've got quite a few of them. I didn't trim them. I didn't trim any of the pumpkins off, so that's why they're all small. I wanted as many as I could get, and I didn't really care about the size. So I shouldn't have to explain why my pumpkin patch is a small pumpkin patch. But so I got all these pumpkins in here, and I don't think they'll get to that winter squash. That's a Hubbard squash, but you never know. Here's a freaking more pumpkins. So I'm just gonna take that net that I have over there, rolled up, and I'm gonna string it over my pumpkins to try to save at least a couple of them. I I don't know. I don't want them to come over here and eat my pumpkins at all. I'm pretty upset about that big one, but it was actually my neighbor's pumpkin. I'm growing on his property, but it's still disappointing. And this is a bean plant, and I'm showing you the destruction that the deer, like all these little places, there's supposed to be leaves all over that, but the deer came and they ate like all the leaves off of 20% of my bean plants, which is these upper portions right here. And so that's another thing that they did. And yeah, so now let me put the tripod out. And I'll put it back here a little bit. And you can watch me get to work, I guess. I don't even know if I'm live. Let me check it out. Yes, I'm still live. Everything's looking good. Now I'm gonna go cover up my pumpkins because the plants didn't work. Also, there's supposed to, like, if you string out like human hair, that's supposed to deter deer. Or if you let your dog urinate in the yard and stuff. And I did not string out any human hair, but I did let my dog urinate all over the pathway that the deer have been walking, and that didn't work. It's it's like folded up in thirds, so I gotta fold the net. Okay. If you couldn't tell by the video, that net was very difficult to put on and very annoying. Thanks for stopping by, Don Seymour. He suggested I put a fence around it. If it was my place, I would definitely put a fence around it. Actually, there is already a fence. My neighbor just, for some reason or another, never closes the gate and refuses to close the gate. So I don't know. That's why that happens. And the deer problem is really annoying, like for both of us, because this is his garden, and the deer eat his garden too. They actually eat his garden way more than my garden. But no, I don't know. They think they're yeah, the dogs. Keep the dogs out. We keep our dogs out of our garden just by yelling at them. They still go over there and pee on some of the plants. My dog peed on the jalapeno plant the other day. Luckily, it didn't have any peppers or anything on it, but it was pretty gross. Allegedly, it adds nitrogen to the soil. But yeah. So anyway, I'm just gonna just leave this net up. You can't see it, but it's not on there very good. It just kind of wrapped it underneath this pumpkin there, and I'm gonna hope that that works. If anything, they'll trip over the net when they walk by it, and that'll maybe scare them away. I don't know. I was thinking about putting like some rope or up or something to trip them, but they run into barbed wire fences all the time, so unless it like poked them, they wouldn't really give a shit about tripping over a rope. And I'm also probably gonna take all those seeds out of that other pumpkin, harvest them, but I'm not gonna show that in the video. I think I'm gonna end that video here. I have nothing else to show you guys.